Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ariana and I make news slash political commentary type videos slash I like to consider myself as an activist. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video for more content. I make short film, long form, and all different kinds of videos about current events, current news, and other great things like that. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So today I'm here to talk about Afghanistan and the Taliban. At the time that I am recording this video, the Taliban has taken over about 2/3 of Afghanistan. That number keeps growing. 17 provinces within Afghanistan have been completely taken over by the Taliban. Most senior officials and most of the military within Afghanistan has completely surrendered to the Taliban. About 300,000 people are displaced within the country. 30,000 people are trying to flee the country per week. How did we get here? What does this mean for Afghanistan? And where do we go from here? How do we help Afghans in Afghanistan? How do we help the country? And is there really even any saving at this point? You know, I mean, this is a war that has been going on for about 20 years. And it comes to the point where it's like, is there any saving? American troops are getting pulled out of Afghanistan completely, which is kind of where all of this even started. But we'll get into that in a second. Now, Trump had a plan set to bring back all of the American troops from Afghanistan, and Biden decided to go through with this plan that he had originally set up. On April 14th, Joe Biden announced that he will be bringing back all of the troops that are deployed within Afghanistan. He announced that on May 1st, he would start this deployment, and by September 9/11, the longest war within American history would be done with. On May 11th, Taliban captured the city of Nikh, which is right outside of Kabul. By June 7th, which is a little less than a month from the previous event that happened, the Afghani officials came out and said that 150 of their soldiers, the Afghani soldiers, had died between the battles with the Taliban and their group. Now, at this point, the Taliban had expanded to about 34 provinces across the country. On June 22nd, the Taliban released a huge attack on the north side of Afghanistan. At this point, they had taken about 50 to 270 districts within Afghanistan. On July 2nd, the American troops suddenly started pulling out. At this point, on July 21st, the Taliban had taken over about half of Afghanistan. From early August, specifically August 6th, all the way to now, the Taliban started taking over and control over every single province day by day by day. And now we are at the place that we are with the Taliban taking over about 2/3 of Afghanistan. The situation became so bad within Afghanistan and so chaotic that Joe Biden sent over 3,000 American troops to go pull out all of the American citizens and the soldiers still left within Afghanistan. My question is, and feel free to comment your thoughts as well, what were we doing in Afghanistan for 20 years? What have we been doing? Wasn't the point that we were deployed within Afghanistan to fight Taliban? Have we not been fighting Taliban? What did we do for the past 20 years that the minute that we decide to officially pull out of Afghanistan, the Taliban completely takes over of the country? What have we been doing? Where has all of our money and resources been going? I mean, in my opinion, this is almost as embarrassing and just as bad as the Vietnam War. To be completely honest, it's probably worse. It's probably worse because this is the longest war within the American history. What were we doing? What were we doing in Afghanistan? What was the point? According to BBC.com, the war against Afghanistan cost the US about $100 billion a year. $100 billion per year. Across from the billions and billions of dollars that America has paid for this war, let's talk about the casualties in American lives that we have given. Across from the U.S. soldiers that had given their life to this war, about 111,000 Afghani civilians died from this war. 111,000 Afghan civilians, people that were in the middle, that were caught in the middle of this war. Those are all lives that we can never get back, both from the U.S. veteran and soldier perspective and from the Afghan civilian perspective as well. That's over 100,000 casualties alone. Where do we begin to cross the line where we stop and we say, okay, maybe we shouldn't go to war? And I personally think that the reason why most people aren't talking about this is because Middle Eastern lives have become very desensitized to the average American. And what I mean by this is that we have grown up with the Middle East constantly being in war, famine, sanctions, etc., and we have come to a point as an American society where we have become completely desensitized to what the Middle Eastern people are going through, what their land is going through, what, their culture, their country, everything is going through, because we are so used to constantly hearing about Middle Eastern people dying. And where did we make that shift from, oh my God, X amount of casualties in the Middle East, that's terrible, to, oh, you know what, just another day. Just another day, they're just Middle Eastern, it doesn't matter. I'm going to clip a video of a woman within Afghanistan, a young girl within Afghanistan, and her video went absolutely viral, and I want you to watch it.
ما بی اهمیت هستیم چون که توی ایران افغانستان بودیم میامدیم. من نمیتونم یک لحظه حتی اشکام رو نگه دارم، مجبورم هی تمرینشون کنم تا تونستم یه همچین ویدیویی رو بگیرم. کسی به ما اهمیت نمیده و ما توی تاریخ هم میمیریم. خیلی خنده دار.
Within this video, she alludes to the fact that she's Afghan and the fact that since she's Afghan, people don't care. And I can't help but agree with her, because I feel as though if she was of Euro descent, or if she wasn't Middle Eastern, or a woman of color from a foreign country, people would care more. But people don't, because we pick and choose what we care about, and the Middle East just doesn't have to happen to be top of that list of what we care about and what we constantly talk about. You look at all of the money that we spent, all of the casualties, all of the injured people that came back, all the veterans that were injured. When we look at everything that we gave to this long war as a nation, what did we gain from it? I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is a disgrace. The minute we walk out of Afghanistan, the minute we deploy our people, our troops from Afghanistan, the Taliban completely takes over. You can never get back the 100,000 plus lives that were given on both sides to this war. You can never get that back. You can never pick up the fragments of a country that went through a war, of the people that have PTSD, of all of the hurt that you left from a war. You can't just pick it up and put it back together. You know, America went in, had this war for 20 years, and now they're leaving when it's inconvenient for them, leaving Afghanistan to pick up the fragments, leaving the veterans to pick up their fragments, leaving us as a nation to pick up the billions of dollars that have put us in debt. All for what? For Taliban to take over? The minute we decide to pull out? Literally the day that we announce that we're pulling out. You know, leave your comments down below because I'm curious to see what you guys think, but in my opinion, this war was a complete disgrace. And we should learn from it. We should stop going into wars so easily. We should stop treating people's lives so expandably on both sides. We've given up so many lives over this war that was completely preventable. Completely preventable. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna end this video there because I think I made my point. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think. I mean, if you believe that this war, that we gained things from this Afghanistan war that I didn't really touch up on or I didn't realize, please leave a comment down below. Let's conversate. Let's have a talk about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more videos like this. I upload every single day. And yeah, thank you for checking me out.